Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
You're listening to Rico and the Man.
Bada bing, bada boom.
With Rob Tregler and Peter Martino.
I'm gonna cry now. Uh-huh.
There's a lot going on
Wow.
in that open.
That was a seductive intro.
Welcome to Rico and the Man. I'm Rob Tregler, always joined by Mr. Peter Martino.
Hey, howdy, hey.
That was a busy open.
I like how she sounded kind of like seductive, but coy at the same time.
Yes.
It was
Very Bond girl.
Yeah, for sure.
But the reason being, Pete, I yesterday finally got around to watching No Time to Die, the last Daniel Craig Bond movie.
I know you've been dying to see it. What did you think?
I actually really enjoyed it. I really did. I did.
Did you see it? You saw it in the theater, or
no?
where were you?
I watched it at home. Come on, theater. Come
in your underwear, as usual.
Yes, as usual. But no, it's really good. It's really good. What I always liked about the Daniel Craig Bond is that he gets hurt. He's scared. There's moments where he is not in control, which is the antithesis of every other Bond before him, which was just like, I'm cool and collected, even though my nuts are about to get lasered off. You know what I mean?
He was human. He was humanized.
Yeah. And this one, it has a lot of crazy reveals and subverts expectations, and I really enjoyed it. I thought that it was a really good Bond movie. Definitely the best of the Daniel Craig Bonds, for sure.
So would you would say that it was a good send-off to that version of Bond? Does he have like a kind of a last moment type scene in the movie where he
definitely does, and I don't want to ruin it for everybody else, but he definitely has a last moment for sure.
Does he like look at the camera in the last shot? He said, I'll have my martini stirred, not shaken. And it just says, thank you, Daniel Craig, across his sleeve.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel Craig. Wakanda forever.
What?
No, but it's not that on the nose, but trust me, the Daniel Craig Bond is over. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
He's not a rapist like Sean Connery was, is the headline.
Aw, man. I'm going to put my penis in you now.
And if you don't let me, I'm going to slap you.
Julia, what are you doing here?
It tells me that goose-snipping morons like yourself should try reading books instead of burning.
I should have mailed your vagina to the Marx Brothers. See, I'm like total Bond illiterate. Like I think I saw like one Bond movie throughout my entire life. And
wow.
I'm just like in the total dark when it comes to that whole saga.
Once I watch one movie, I'm like, I must know the beginning, middle, end, and future of James Bond. Yeah. I saw GoldenEye in the theater, the first Pierce Brosnan Bond.
Right.
And then I became obsessed with watching every single Bond movie, and I bought every single Bond movie on VHS. And it's one of the few franchises that gets away so easily just recasting its main character.
Well, that's what's kind of cool about it, because he could be ageless and you could put him in any time period and it still works. There's new technology, obviously, and new types of villains that he could fight. So it could be an ongoing thing. And by the looks of it, it will be an ongoing thing.
Absolutely.
What's the one where he was kind of protecting Judi Dench, but she ends up dying anyway at the end?
That's a lot of them.
The one where they're
Skyfall or
Skyfall. That's the one I saw. That's the one I saw in the theater, and I liked it.
That would have soured you up for Bond for eternity. Skyfall.
I mean,
Jesus.
I didn't hate it, but it's not like one of those movies that, I remember, obviously, and I walked out of the theater being like, oh my God, that was amazing. Judi Dench.
Judi Dench. It's a weird thing because Bond gets cool and then he doesn't get cool again. It's like SNL. Bond and SNL are very similar in that respect. Where it's like there's years where you're like, yeah, James Bond, and then there's years where you're like, this sucks.
Yeah, didn't they make like a Bond in space at one time too?
Moonraker, yes.
Moonraker, yeah.
And that was the answer to Star Wars, because if you watch The Spy Who Loved Me, at the end it says James Bond will return in For Your Eyes Only. And then all of a sudden it wasn't, because they always tried to tease the next movie with the end credits. That was always the last card. James Bond will return in For Your Eyes Only. But then Star Wars becomes this huge hit. And the next thing you know, it's not For Your Eyes Only. It's Moonraker, which is a fucking wild space Bond movie, which is ridiculous in its own fucking concept. But then after that movie, For Your Eyes Only came out.
Oh, okay. So they did squeeze it in there eventually.
Totally a reaction to the time and the era.
Who played James Bond the most in the most movies?
Well, Roger Moore was doing it until he was like an old elderly man. Like A View to a Kill with Christopher Walken as the bad guy. Like he looks like an old man trying to run around and do things.
What is going on over there? Welcome to Tregler's Kennel.
Welcome to Tregler's Kennel. I don't know why there's a poop in there somewhere.
Yeah, no. Not one dog sound.
No, I don't have dog sounds loaded.
It should have been like a growling dog or something or anything. Work on that in post. Speaking of Christopher Walken, though, you mentioned him. Did you see that he painted over a Banksy original artwork on like a wall or something like that? I don't know if it was like
right before I got on the air tonight,
or what.
Right before we got on the show, I saw some sort of headline. I didn't read it. What is that about?
I have no idea. Banksy probably put him up to it or something. It's probably like some publicity stunt. I can't imagine him just
graffiti.
Yeah. I don't know this Banksy.
I'm not
but
sure.
These walls have to be cleaned.
Mayors come and go. Frankly, I cringe, Mr. Mayor.
Batman Returns.
I did like that Bond movie, A View to Kill, where Christopher Walken was the bad guy, because it was like young, crazy Christopher Walken.
Well, I mean, he's still crazy.
Well, yeah.
That
but he's
hasn't
just
changed.
young in this one.
Right.
There's a difference between today's action and 80s action movies. The bad guys, you could kill them, shoot them, chop them, send them into machines that tear them apart, and no one cared. And for some reason, these movies now, these action movies, like they're trying to do so much off camera.
You're right. I think it definitely has changed, and they're trying to like shy away from the good guys killing the bad guys and showing that. But I mean, how awesome was it to see Indiana Jones pick up a flaming steak, and shove it throw it into a guy's chest.
Moment. It's a fantastic
It's just like
moment.
It's such a great what the fuck moment. But you're not judging him at all. You just think he's like a badass hero.
Well, he just got told he was poisoned.
It's kind of lost. Yeah. I would do that too.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. They're definitely trying to shy away from that, and we need badass heroes to come back in some capacity, and for audience to cheer them on.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We know it's fake. We know it's not real. We're not gonna, go out there and throw a flaming steak into a guy's chest. We know the Nazis are bad, all right? You could show them getting shot.
Well, that was the weird thing about Crystal Skull. It wasn't Nazis, it was Russians. And there were either cartoony ends for them or ridiculously violent ends. Like, in the first 10 minutes of the movie, there's that group of Russians who just get incinerated by the rocket.
Yeah.
Which, is so classic Indiana Jones, because the rest of the movie, they're so cartoonily beat up.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wait, Pete, I see we have a pop-in caller on the line.
Uh-oh.
Am I live?
Welcome to the show, Papa Tregs.
Thanks. Great to be here.
We were talking about No Time to Die.
I liked it. Liked it a lot.
Oh, so you both agree.
The stunts are out of this world. I was smiling all through them, man. The way they, and the locations. I mean, that's why I love these movies. Look at this location. You just want to go to there.
Yeah.
Italy in the beginning.
You want to swim in that ocean.
For once, it was the Bond plot I could follow. All the other ones, 2/3 of the way, and I just check out, and I'm like, just kill the villain. I'm done.
Yeah.
Just kill the villain. And this is a very long Bond movie. At 2:45, I was like, yikes, that's a lot to invest. But so I started it early so I wouldn't doze off because I hate watching movies in chunks. I feel like I don't deserve to review a movie that I watched in pieces. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Like start like RoboCop 2 and then doze off and then watch the other half and say, it was all right, but you don't really remember the movie as a whole.
I like how you use RoboCop.
RoboCop 2. If you had to pick a movie that you could start halfway through if you fell asleep, it would be RoboCop 2.
Did you really do that with RoboCop 2? Is that why you referenced it? you seem to come up with that rather quickly.
But I've done that over the years to so many movies, and back in the day, you had to get the movie back to Blockbuster or else it's cost you another $2.99.
Yeah, you're on a time constraint.
I could even remember the Paramount VHS opening. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I remember Paramount's da 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 da. Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. I don't know what one I was thinking. Here's a quiz for you. What movie studio is this theme?
TriStar.
Oh, man. I couldn't do that.
Is Paramount still giving the distribution rights to the new indie movie? Because if they're not, what the fuck are they going to dissolve from in the first frame of the movie?
Oh, that's right. I didn't even think of that. That's the least of their problems right now.
But I mean, what is it going to be? The Magic
They got to
Kingdom?
make a fucking movie first.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I like how that's what you think about, though.
I do.
That's so great.
I always think about that. I was like, when Disney bought Lucasfilm, I was like, what the fuck is the mountain going to be in the fifth Indiana?
Just think of how certain movies have stayed and certain movies have just like, sorry, you're just not good enough to, like Jaws, man. Jaws, look, you watch it, it's like it was made yesterday.
Yeah, it's the GOAT. It's going to continue to be that movie. Like little kids who are just like floating heads in the future, are just watching Jaws and shit.
Afraid of an ocean that doesn't exist.
Exactly. They don't know what an ocean is. They don't know what the shark is. They don't know who Quint is.
But they just love the movie.
Yep, they just love it. And they hate Murray Hamilton. But Jaws is all I have left to enjoy, Because God knows I'm not popping out any kids.
You will. You will. Rob, I didn't tell you.
What?
I'm pregnant.
What?
And it's yours during your trip to Jersey.
I knew it. Excuse me for a second.
Continued. It's like Junior 2.
If any movie deserves a sequel, it's
Junior. Chunior. Junior.
You must say German with a CH. A Cherman word. Why does everything German people say sound angry? Give me the phone! I love you too!
It's so true. It's such a harsh language.
A number 2 with cheese! And chicken nuggets!
Cherman Nuggets.
Cherman Nuggets. That's the title of this episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. So we don't serve Cherman Nuggets. You must have Cherman Nuggets.
Have you guys seen the fucking new guy doing Trump on SNL? Holy
Oh my God. Well, I want to talk about SNL in general. This past week with Kieran Culkin was phenomenal. The whole show was just fucking brilliant, and every skit was really well written, and it's one of the best episodes I've seen in a while. But yes, you're right. That guy who does Trump and Biden is great.
He's one of those guys who, if you look away, you think it's fucking Trump.
Oh, totally.
I have a clip here.
I mean, when you look back with Star Wars, I said, you need to do it with swords. The lasers are not enough. You got to have real swords, George. I remember talking. I said this to George. I said, if you're going to do Star Wars, okay, you have to have real swords. And look at what they're doing with Dune. Look at what they're doing with Dune. I talked to Denis Villeneuve. I said, look at the success of Dune. Look at Chalamet. Look at all of it. Okay, real swords. Frankly, with Dune, you've got Momoa, and everyone's doing flips, and it's very Game of Thrones. And people were very disappointed, I think, with Game of Thrones. You know how it ended and everything. But with Dune, I think you've got a lot of possibility with Dune. I see a lot of possibility. 2, 3, 4, 15 movies. And frankly, I see a lot of possibility with Virginia.
He's out of control good.
He's so good.
Oh, wow.
And I got to be honest, I was never on board with the whole Alec Baldwin Trump because,
it was over the top. It was over the top.
And plus he shoots people in the face. But
No.
But SNL this season in general has been really good, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So far it's been pretty good, but this Kieran Culkin episode was definitely a standout.
There it is.
I have all the answers.
There it is.
He has all the answers
In the world.
I wish they just had. I wish they had used the Louis Armstrong one though. There's a better version with Tom Jones singing or somebody.
Louis, what's wrong?
He's malfunctioning.
Just for love.
Oh, yeah. It just ends with that.
Hey, before I forget,
Unfortunately, we lost another great in the acting community this week, Mr. Dean Stockwell.
That's right. Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap.
Again, another show that I would have no concept of if it weren't for my mother watching it, like having it on the TV.
I'll tell you, if you want to see a good Dean Stockwell performance, watch Blue Velvet.
I was going to say, what else has he been in? Because that's the only thing I know him from is Quantum Leaps. So Blue
He does
Velvet.
this creepy sequence where he sings this Roy Orbison song, and it's he's lip syncing, but like Dennis Hopper's this freak who's always inhaling nitrous oxide or something. But anyway, he's like, do the song. And he doesn't know how to do it. And he's like, all right. The lights go down, the spotlight's on him, and he sings this Roy Orbison song. It made me love the Roy Orbison song, but it's such a weird. It's just anything David Lynch. My God, it's just weird.
He's
weird,
out there.
Weird.
Pete, we have a tradition on our show. Anybody who dies or passes away, we try to honor them in the only way the Rico and the Man Show knows how. Here is a clip of Mr. Dean Stockwell.
Well, Dean, it is nice to be able to talk with you here in New York City about Married to the Mob, your new picture, in which you are the mob or the head of the mob. And a wonderful movie, very entertaining. And you're just a hoot. You are really wonderful. I enjoyed you very much.
Well, thank you very much. I enjoyed doing it. I really did.
Is it true? Is it true that you got this role from Jonathan Demme or the producers seeing a picture ad of you in a trade?
That's right. Jonathan saw it. And then meetings resulted after that, and I went and did it.
So that's Mr. Dean Stockwell talking to Bobby Wygant for the not so memorable Married to the Mob.
Well, he was nominated for an Academy Award according to his Wikipedia for that movie.
Wow.
Best
Is that
Supporting
true?
Actor. Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that movie was a big deal at the time, but
It did something for him.
once again, staying power. Why doesn't anybody watch? Hey, let's watch Married to the Mob. You know?
It's my favorite Michelle Pfeiffer movie.
But in perfect Bobby Wygant fashion, this other clip I have is when she asks him for some juicy info and he just shuts her down. Here we go.
She's the worst interviewer.
To your knowledge, have you ever met a member of the mob?
Yeah, I have.
Who was it?
Oh, I'm not going to tell who, Just,
But a well-known-
I met some people that I know were connected, yeah.
And you could kind of use those
No,
remembrances
not necessarily, No, they're not necessarily colorful figures, the people that I met.
Gee.
now? Do you fear any reprisals from the mob?
Oh, yeah, they're going to bust in here any moment and blow my nose off. Why would I fear a reprisal from the mob for doing a lovely comedy like this? Come on.
I love that awkward pause.
It's so awkward.
What? Wait a minute. I just read something interesting.
What?
His father, Harry Stockwell, was the voice of the prince in Disney's Snow White.
Whoa.
There you go. There's your Dean Stockwell trivia.
Oh,
That and the
no.
Academy Award.
All right, fellas, I think I'm going to check out. I'm getting tired.
Well, thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
for calling in.
Thank you. I
You have
appreciate
great
it.
insight to everything.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, Pete,
Yes.
I don't like to do this often, but I have to put it out there for our listeners. I would like anybody who listens to this show, who enjoys this show, if you can, to go on Apple Podcasts and leave a review, because apparently the more reviews you get, the more exposure we get and the more listeners we get. So I'm just calling on all our biggest fans to go on Apple Podcasts and give us a little 5-star review if you like the show. I don't care if it's good or bad. If you want to hate us, tell us you hate us.
We hate us.
We hate us. So good luck.
I pulled a couple reviews to play for you just to see what people think of our show.
Okay, great.
But I got a review here from Hannah Palmer, who hosts Murder Bucket, true crime podcast, and this is her talking about our show.
I recently finished their episode called Spider-Man: No Way to the Toilet, mostly because I was highly intrigued by the title. Now, I wasn't big into Marvel or DC comics and movies until I started to date my now husband.
Of course.
They mentioned that if you haven't seen the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, don't, because it gives out way too many spoilers.
I don't
For
remember
me,
saying that, but
I don't like watching the trailers, and I love to go in blind. Now, I also have to agree with them and say that Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire was my favorite.
said
They
it
have
was
a
good,
great
never said it was
vibe
favorite.
together, even though they are on either coast and not side by side. Not to mention, they come up with some hilarious jokes, always keeping me laughing, which is needed during a stressful work week. With new episodes each week, Rob and Peter invite you to laugh along as they praise, pummel, and pick apart show business. Rico and the Man with Rob Traegler and Peter Martino is available wherever you listen to podcasts. So get out there and listen to a more entertaining take on the entertainment industry.
not bad, right?
That's pretty good. If she's real.
She is not a bot. I can promise you that.
All right.
But yes, thanks to Hannah Palmer at the Murder Bucket podcast for giving
Thank
us a
you
little
so
review,
much.
as opposed to just saying listen to their show. Bye.
Yeah.
I always appreciate a little bit of extra work that goes into some of these commercials.
Sure.
But Josh Hamilton over at the Chatter podcast, I just wanted to play this for you because I thought it was a really funny little review of our show.
Rico and the Man is a New Jersey meets California no-holds-barred podcast about the entertainment industry. We're former college buddies, Rob Traegler and Peter Martino, both slaughter and praise Hollywood and the film industry. The two bounce really well off of each other, sliding effortlessly between childish banter and in-depth commentary and analysis.
Effortlessly.
And for listeners who love Kenny G, one of the latest episodes not only contains one of the funniest and most wide-ranging discussions of the highly anticipated new Spider-Man film, but it also includes music from saxophone legend Kenny G. That's not to be confused with the hedge fund manager that Twitter was calling for the arrest of. Hashtag Ken Griffin lied. Rico and the Man is the perfect distraction for your pesky priorities.
Well, aside from Josh Hamilton claiming that Kenny G was actually on our show, I thought that was another sweet review about our show.
He wishes he was on our show, Kenny G.
At this point, yeah. No, but it's just cool that people are out there talking about our show, and I really appreciate it. And
that's cool that they're taking the time to do that too.
the podcast community is so refreshing compared to like the Facebook community and the just the massive amounts of hate that you see online everywhere. And it seems like podcasters really like to help other podcasters, and we're out there helping others. You know, we run, other podcast promos all the time. So I just think it's pretty awesome.
It's a very supporting community, I think, because if you think about it, I mean, we're all on the same boat. You know, unless you're a huge celebrity like, Conan O'Brien or have Hollywood connections, we're just all a bunch of assholes just trying to make an entertaining podcast.
Bingo!
So I actually started Christmas shopping today.
Oh, boy.
Ugh. It's like it's too early for this shit. Thing is, I really don't mind Christmas shopping that much, but it's too early for me to focus on the positive aspects of it.
Yeah,
but it's like,
it's
you know,
only
you
like
hear
the first week of November.
Yeah, but the news is making you crazy because you're like, better start early on your Christmas shopping because stores are running low on everything and prices are going up. And if you don't get your kids Christmas gifts, they're going to grow up hating you and become drug addicts. It's like, they use all these scare tactics to try to get people out there and buy. And it's crazy.
What's it like having two girls in the family as far as Christmas shopping? You must be like odd man out.
Well, I thank God for Adriana because she's my saving grace when it comes to buying gifts because she's into all like the cool like action stuff that boys are into pretty much. So she's into like all the science stuff and all like, Nerf guns and laser tag and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So it's fun to shop for her, but then the other one, it wants like a friggin', rainbow princess mermaid fairy. The complete opposite of what Adriana's into. So like I'm at Target like looking for this doll. First of all the dolls look alike. You go down that aisle and it's just like a whole aisle. Yeah, it's just a whole aisle of dolls and they all look the same. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking for. So needless to say, today I walked away with Adriana's side of the list and not Lucia's, but it's better than having like two princess girls, and then it kind of takes the joy out of buying the gifts so much,
Yeah,
because Adriana has been actually playing with my old Transformers. I just got my old Transformers from my mother's house, and she's been playing with those a lot, and they still sell them like new ones out in the store. So it's kind of cool to like go out and like buy the same action figure line that you played with as a kid.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a mind fuck. If you're talking about mind fucks, that's a mind fuck. I'm like, I'm actually buying Transformers for my daughter. Who would ever think that I'm like would buy this same shit for my kid, that it would still be around for this long?
That's awesome, actually. That's really cool.
Yeah, you go down the aisle. It's like Masters of the Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm like, is this 1989?
Wait, what was that?
Because I love it. Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe.
I want to get my Darth Maul action figures.
It's funny. I was actually watching Phantom Menace on TV the other day. Happened to be on TBS or some shit. I was trying to...
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, I was trying to, like, give it a second eye, not be too critical. But it's such a badly acted movie. And I don't know. I think the storyline with the whole trade and it just drags it down.
Here's the problem with Phantom Menace is that the scenes without acting are amazing. The podcast, I mean the pod race, the podcast race. No, the pod race and the lightsaber duel at the end are brilliantly fucking executed. But anytime someone speaks in the movie, it's horrible.
Right.
And that's bad direction because you got A-list people across the board.
And that's why Lucas should have given the other prequels to someone else.
Psych!
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
That's the angel and the devil on my shoulder. What did you say, little Pete?
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Oh.
And that's my solution to every problem that you have.
Money, for some reason. What were we talking about?
We're talking about Star Wars and Indiana Jones as per fucking usual.
I know. It always devolves into Star Wars or Indiana Jones. Okay? Yep. You should know what you're getting into if you're listening this long, people.
Are you peeing right now?
No. Just popped open a LaCroix and I held it to the microphone.
You like LaCroix? I'm not crazy about LaCroix.
Well, any of those seltzers flavored seltzers that are just water, I'm into. Like bubbly, LaCroix, Waterloo.
Yeah, usually I am too, but for some reason LaCroix just doesn't do it for me.
LaCroix is the harshest of all of them.
What do you mean? It's like critical of you and puts you down?
No, it's bubbly's the best.
I was like, do we have any more of that buble in the fridge? And Steph is like, it's pronounced bubbly, right? I was like, yes. I didn't know. I thought
What's so funny about that? When I was home, I was like, I need bubbly in the house, Ma. I don't drink no straight water.
Is that your
bottles.
rider?
Yeah, it's my rider to be home. So I went out and I bought like a couple cases of bubbly. And when I was leaving, my mom's like, what am I going to do with all this buble in the house?
See, so I'm not alone.
You're not alone.
It's just a whole bunch of Michael Bublés in your house.
Why do I dislike Pete Davidson more and more the more he hangs out with all these women?
Oh my God. I know.
I don't know why, because I liked him and now I don't like him. And it's not like a jealousy thing. It's just like it bugs me. I'm like, enough of this.
I just don't get his appeal. Like, he doesn't bother me. Like, I don't hate him, but I just don't get his why? Because he's like banging all these hot, like, popular chicks. Is that why, like, he's appealing to people? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And he's okay on SNL. He's not like, he's no Phil Hartman or Dana Carvey or
no.
Chris
The best
Farley.
things he does is his update segments.
Yeah,
he's funnier in those than he is in any sketch.
But what annoys me too is like, if he is dating Kim Kardashian, they're gonna start posting shit like over and over, and like it's gonna be like overkill, like how he was with what's her face,
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. And then when they broke up, they're like, guys, we just want our privacy, please. It's like, fuck you, dude.
You're not allowed to have that anymore.
Yeah, you just fucking broadcasted your whole relationship for the past year and a half, and now all of a sudden you want privacy? It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I just hate that.
It's that hypocrisy.
Right. He's like, I'm just a Long Staten Island guy living in my mom's basement, but I'm banging a billionaire. You know what's funny? Like, all these commercials for, like, these dating sites, like eHarmony and whatever else they have on there, Christian Mingle, whatever the case. It's, like, always the most attractive people on those commercials. And you're like, how do those people have trouble finding dates? I mean, really?
I know.
I'm not saying that everyone on those apps are all ugly, but they could still like manage the appearance. Or
you
have
could find some middle of the road people.
Yeah,
at least. It doesn't need to be
people.
Mongoloids, but it could be some plain Janes and some rough around the edges guys.
Yeah, they're like fucking models on there doing these commercials, and it's just not believable at all. Like the CGI in it's not believable. And they have like these tall guys with like short hair, and it's like, I would fuck that guy. This guy has trouble.
Right.
At least have like a big group of people, not just like one like good looking person looking for love. Like have a group of people, show a whole bunch of different people in the commercials. I think people can really find love out there with it, but
I know people who have. I know people who have.
So do I.
But they are middle of the road, plain Janes, and rough around the edges guys.
Right.
Well, Pete, this was a good time we had.
Hello.
No, that's too harsh.
Hey, oh, Pete, it's time for the Pete Martino Show. It's a time for everybody to have fun.
We need to make up a character with that voice. Like,
yeah, exactly. We need to have
an alien or something. You're not going to believe this, but...
Right. Mr. Alien's on the phone.
Hello, friends. It's me, Mr. Alien.
And we'll just ask him about all different, like, famous aliens. So, what's E.T. really like?
He's a piece of shit.
All right, well, what about Alf?
Alf is a mensch.
I just love that you went off on E.T. You went off on E.T. Alf, you think it's great. Oh my god, that's funny.
He's an asshole in outfits. A really good guy.
The fact that you use that word, oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oy.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh, I'm in tears now.
Well, I'd like to thank our guests, my father, Papa Tregs,
Yes.
Mr. Peter Martino. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Rob.
And we will see you guys the next time we see you, right?
Right.
That's how we're gonna end this this podcast 20 years from now. It's just gonna be like Cheers. We just say goodbye.
Yeah.
There's no like solid ending. It's just like, we'll see you tomorrow, but you won't.
No, it has to be sorry. We're closed. What?
Yeah,
Not
what?
even a shop.
How do you close a podcast?
Thanks for listening to Rico and the Man. We want to hear from you. Send us an email at ricomanpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Rico and the Man, and on Instagram at Rico and the Man Pod. Don't bother following us on Facebook, because Facebook is an awful place in the darkest corners of humanity.